Hello Kirsten, hello Meadow. This is Lucas from Tenerife. I've heard rumors that you're great swimmers that could do with a little bit of help in improving your dry land training and your overall physical condition when it comes to mobility and functional use of strength. So in this following video I'm going to show you some dynamic stretches and some activation drills that you can integrate in your daily routines and will probably notice a substantial benefit in your swimming performance and your resilience to injuries. For the mobility part, we're gonna start with a variation of the 90-90 drill. So we're gonna start in that 90-90 position. We've got a 90-degree flexion in that knee as well as in that knee and in our, between both legs. Now we want to try and stand up tall and bring this shoulder over that knee. Alright, we're trying not to shrink down but stay up tall and really twist our T-spine, feeling that stretch in this back glute or maybe in our thoracolumbar fascia even. Going from side to side from here, doing one twist to the other side, doing that twist, really gets us to use that functional range of motion and slowly increase it. After this one, we want to go straight over to a hip flexor stretch, because as you're swimming, especially freestyle and butterfly kicks, not going over that full range of motion obviously makes your hip flexors get tight, and to use all the range of your kick or to increase the amplitude, we need to get these hip flexors nice and loose. Therefore, we need to tilt our pelvis backwards, so we squeeze our glute, try to pull the belly button in, and by now we should already feel a stretch at that front side of our hip. And we just go slowly to the front, feel that stretch even harder without losing the pelvis, come back and rock back forward. That's already it. Okay, we do that for 10-15 times, and then we stay on the knee in that half kneeling position, so you make sure you get that knee supported so you don't have a lot of pressure there, and we just get one leg out, trying to keep these two pelvis bones on the same height. So we don't try to be there, we're trying to extend or stretch that adductor now. So we rock back first, come back up to full hip extension. If you look at it from the side, we're going back here, feeling the stretch in these different portions of the adductor, and come back up to hip extension, really squeezing the glute. And then after doing that for a couple of reps, we want to turn up and even out. Okay, so we go back, come back up, turn the foot out, so we get that stretch a little bit more in our internal rotators. Good. For the next one, we want to lay down on our back again. Okay, now we get the arms on the side, we pull one knee to the chest, extend that leg so we feel that stretch in the back side of our leg, bring it back down to the other side. Okay? By doing that, we're just trying to lengthen or release our hamstrings that also tend to get quite tight, not only in swimmers but also in people that sit more than they should, which is basically everybody. And yeah, that exercise should help you to reduce that tension. We can progress, or better said, combine that one with a stretch of our diagonal line again. So we go to the chest, up to the ceiling, over, trying to keep that shoulder on the floor. If your range of motion only permits you to come towards here, that's completely fine. If you can go all the way down, it's better. If you're down here, obviously we need to work that diagonal line and the hamstring mobility even a little bit more. For the last 2 exercises. We're gonna move back up again, and now these are exercises where we apply the mobility or combine different different mobility abilities. Okay, so for the first one, we want to go down in a deep squat. As you're in that deep squat, you try to maintain the extension of your spine, which is going to be fairly hard if you got tight adductors or tight hamstrings. So you're going to notice that your heels will tend to go upwards and your knees will tend to fall inwards. You can either support the heels and gradually reduce that support of the heels to support that ankle mobility. To improve the ankle mobility, you just go into dorsiflexion, trying to maintain the hips square and go with the knee over your toes without lifting up the heel. To improve the adductor or the hip width in that deep squat, you just get your knees out meanwhile you're in that deep squat. Okay, and then we grab our left ankle with our right arm. What that deep squat basically does is fix our lower body in that flected position. Alright, so we isolate, or we're trying to separate our lower body from the upper body rotation in that exercise. So we grab one ankle and then we just turn up with the other arm, obviously activating all that backside of our shoulders and that diagonal line again, and then we open up all the way, come back and do the other side. Alright, that's already it. Then we grab, or we put our hands down on the floor and we step back with one foot, going to that Spider-Man position. If you look at it from the side, you really want to again try to emphasize a long spine, get your hips moving to that front heel, get your spine as long as possible. Then we turn up to the closed side, turn up towards the open side. You can put your foot down like that to really feel that stretch in your adductor. But come back, and then we do the other side. Okay, we go again, closed side, open side, come back, and then we can do that one again. All right, that's the mobility part. As you notice, warm in Tenerife, and these exercises get you sweating, so you get them in your warm up, and you will feel ideally a more loose feeling in the water. You'll feel better and improve your mobility, your overall mobility over time. And then in the second video, we're gonna incorporate some more strengthening exercises, especially for the core, but also working your shoulders a little bit more. All right.